Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. My name's XOSMSX, and welcome to the Desiccating Sand. I'm joking, guys. Desiccating Sand video that a lot of people have been asking for. This is how to hit 2 to 3 buildings with 1 sand. This is the complete tutorial, completely edited. I spent a lot of time editing this, so let me know down in the comment section if you enjoyed this. If you guys like this type or the style of videos, please let me know that. I would really appreciate it. That way I can kind of see what you guys want and what you guys don't want to see. Normally, my videos are, 10 minutes plus. This is only 6 minutes of the actual video, not the introduction and conclusion, or takeaway, basically. So yeah, let me know, and I will be very, very happy to tell you why this took a week and a half to do. Message me in game, and yeah, hope you guys enjoy. If you're new to the channel, welcome, and peace out, guys. Hope you enjoy the video. Desiccating Sand is one of the better spells in the game, and is basically a white lockdown spell that deals damage upon contact to towers and prevents them from firing and blocking all spells until it takes damage again. Now, basically what this spell does is it makes it so no tower can hit you as soon as it's hit by sand. And what it means by blocking spells is all mage towers, the 2 types, blue and red, will not block any spells that you try to use when it is sanded. So for example, as you can see on the screen right now, when I hit a red mage, you'll notice that the red bubble disappears, which means that you can use any type of AoE or non-AoE red spell on those islands without no blockage. Same thing applies with the blue mage. You might notice as soon as I hit a blue mage that I can suddenly use all my blue spells that I wasn't able to before. Now this effect will be removed as soon as you hit the tower again. So what I see a lot of people doing is using it the right way, but as soon as they hit it, they'll tap a couple more times and not kill it and get shot. So remember, you have to make sure that you don't hit it again. On top of that, any shots, so for example, if a super shot of a mage is shot right before you hit it with sand, even though that tower is technically sanded, the shot will still hit you. So what you have to do is make sure that you do not get hit by certain projectiles, or shoot it fast enough so these projectiles aren't even shot at the beginning. Now, of course, if you can use cloak, let's say there's a blue mage right there and you can't use cloak, you can hit a blue mage really, really quickly with sand, and then cloak before the super shots hits you, and you'll be okay. So, now on to the actual gameplay. At the start of every attack, you're going to start the attack if you have all your research done with 5 rage. Now, when you're at 5 rage, you're gaining no rage at all, and with Hunters especially, which Desiccating Sand is on basically all hunters, the main priority should be making sure that you always are being efficient with your rage. So what I always suggest doing is, if you have Desiccating Sand, click on it at the beginning of every single attack so you can go ahead and keep regenning, basically, up to that 5 rage mark. So you will have, once you reach that first island, 5 rage in your rage bar, plus an already ready to go Desiccating Sand ready to be thrown. And if you study the base, you should already know where you want to put it. So that's my tip for beginners. Always make sure you're efficient with your rage. So before I show you exactly how to hit 2 or 3 buildings at a time with 1 rage, with 1 sand, I want to show you kind of how to determine whether you can hit certain spots or not. Now these islands, I will tell you right now, it is very difficult to hit. The first 2 islands, it is very difficult to hit the 2 at a time. Now, this middle small Raystrian island that I just passed over does work. This island right here, the middle one, has the most spaces to hit 2 at a time and 3 at a time than any other island. And what you'll notice is that if you turn on these little boxes, this is the actual radius of the building itself. So if you look right there, you'll see how each of these towers are overlapping. This means that you can hit 3 buildings at a time in that spot. No other place in the game has you to where you can do that, because of the radius of the spell being about 2 blocks around 2 blocks wide. That's the reason why you can hit 2 mages. The 2 spots are, of course, the one in the middle and the one on the left, or the one in the middle and one on the right. Same thing applies with the small island. You can hit the red mage and a farm and another one. Now you'll look, if they're touching, it is much, much easier to hit 2 at a time. If they're 1 apart, it takes more of a specific place, and if it's like right next to each other, it also works very well. But if you want to see exactly how to hit it, keep watching, and I'll show you kind of the placement that you need. But yeah, so you'll notice it's very easy to see where each of these spaces are, And just wanted to show you guys this before I talk about all that, because this kind of helps you understand how to hit it a little bit better. So how to hit 2 towers at a time. It's actually quite simple. There are many places along the map, as I showed you before, that you can actually use this to your advantage. Again, this is taking out 2 towers with only 1 rage. So it's very important always to conserve rage. However, normally speaking, all you have to do is hit right next to the tower you're aiming for or right behind it. I personally aim right behind it, as you'll notice on the screen right now. And if you do that, you should be okay. Again, a lot of it comes to practice, as each of these individual locations that I showed are a little bit different in the tower placement. And the reason why we can do this is simply because of the placement of the towers. So keep that in mind. So how to hit 3 towers at a time? That is one of the most asked questions that I've gotten recently. Now, the way you get it is basically there's only one place on the entire map that you can do that. And that is on the back of the long island. And that is the first 3 towers, technically, on the second half of this long island. So how do you hit it? What I've noticed is the best place to hit it is almost when you're about to go over the first towers on that long island. And you need to try and hit the middle tower, okay? The farther away you are, that I've noticed, the farther away you are from that basically triplet, the easier it is, because the way it works and the placement of them, if you try to aim for the middle, the radius doesn't change, but you're more likely to hit all 3 than just hitting 1 if you're farther back. Just because the angle per se, if you understand what I'm saying, the angle per se is smaller if you're farther back than it is when you're up close, right? So that's how you do it. If you're closer, you need to try and make sure that you hit it right before, right in front of where you would normally hit. Don't hit the tower, hit the ground right in front of you, and that will hit it every single time. Yo, what's up everybody? So that is the final thing that I wanted to mention. So hope you guys found this useful. If you did, leave a like down below. Subscribe if you are new. Let me know if you think that this is good, if you prefer this over my normal style. And, you know, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I spent a lot of time on editing this, so hopefully it helps you guys out. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.